How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to something a little bit different. I don't know, I'm going to call this Sporadic Saturdays or something. Name's still in the works, but I've decided on a couple things. The first thing is that I want to make something that's not just visual novels. There are a lot of other things that are very story-themed, story-elemented that I really want to cover. I've mentioned before how when Persona 5 Royal comes out, I really want to cover that and share that with you guys. I also, want to be able to explore other things, because visual novels, while they are probably some of my favorite games, if not my favorite games of all time, I think it's a bit of a disservice to just not cover other things. So while we'll still, of course, have our normal series, and the visual novel stuff will be really regular, I've got that down to a good rhythm, and I don't want that to change. But I want to throw in some other stuff every once in a while. I've been trying to do live streams, but my computer, my setup currently is just not very good for it. I think if I got a second PC and a capture card to go along with it, I'd be a lot more likely to be successful at that. Or my computer could handle it and everything would be good. I just keep messing with my hair, sorry. So, I'm not sure if that's quite in the stars yet, but it's something I've wanted to try for a long time, is playing something that's a bit more RPG-like, and being able to edit it. I've never really tried it before, in the style I picture in my mind when I think of good roleplay, let's plays of a game like this. So, welcome to GreedFall. So I was kind of keeping an eye on this one. First off, the thing about it is it's a AA type of developer, so it's not AAA. This is a bit more homegrown, and from the reviews I've read, they said if you take steampunk-esque Victorian era society and technology, married it to Dragon Age, and that would be this game. So naturally, I thought that was a pretty interesting sounding combo. I watched a tiny little bit of someone else doing a playthrough of it, and it looked really promising, and I thought it'd be something that'd be fun to share the journey with, especially because this one's going to emphasize and focus a lot on the roleplay aspect of making decisions and seeing how they affect the rest of the game. So let's just jump in and see how we like it so far. I literally blind, have no idea what's going on, but we're going to give it a try. And as far as when these come out, I'm going to hopefully be able to have a video out every Saturday for this one, but no guarantees. And I also haven't decided yet if I have a live stream wrap party on a Saturday, whether or not something like this is going to also come out that day. Probably, as long as I can keep up with the editing, but editing's going to be the big factor here, and time is something I don't have an abundance of, so don't expect these to be as regular as my visual novels, because the visual novels are pretty straight plays, but I'm not planning on showing you every tiny little second of this, because I think that'd be boring. So anyway, let's jump into the game and see what we think. Alright, so as we go in, we're going to be picking normal, because I'm not a psychopath, but I also don't want to be babied. I'm also bad at games, as you'll probably see, so let's not get too optimistic here and say, oh, he's going to do so good. Alright. So far, my computer's handling it. That's the biggest thing.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes.
Ooh, very nice.
The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
And this is the character creation screen. Something I thought was kind of clever is the idea that we're doing a painting, getting a painting done, and we are going to be doing it of ourselves. So, basic choices. Wow, they don't look very different from each other. All right. Well, I guess I'll probably do Mon. Okay, there's a little bit of diversity. Not a whole lot, if I'm honest. And looks like we've got some kind of distinctive marking. Looks very interesting. Kind of creepy cool, if I'm honest. Ooh, this guy, he's got a good hawk nose. Alright, now this is what I've been thinking about all day. I'm still not sure what I want to do. You're going to be the warrior, which focuses on two-handed combat. The technical, which is pretty much guns and a single-handed weapon, like a dagger or a sword, and then magic, which is magic and a single-handed weapon like a sword. Now, as you go, it makes it very clear that in the future you can reset and reapply your skills as you want, so you really have a lot of leeway, and you can also kind of mix and match on your own. And normally, I really go for the magic, because I think magic's really fun. But I'm tempted by a technical, because I like the idea of fire weapons. And this one has a couple things that are interesting too. On one hand, I get traps, so it's more about controlling a battlefield. I also saw it involves a lot of grenades and status effects. So this is almost like the support of your team. and like coordinating and trying to like control the battlefield. And then it also comes with lockpicking standard. Otherwise, I'd want to get magic because intuition often lets you have like different social stuff, and I love the like a dynamic conversation. Whereas lockpicking was fun for the skill being able to sneak around, but oh man, now I'm talking. I came into this thinking I was going to do the technical, but as I'm talking, I'm convincing myself to go magic. I don't know, it just seems more like me. It's something I feel like I would actually be interested in. All right, I thought about it, and like I said, I think what's going to swing me on here is first off, I think magic's really awesome, and I like the idea of doing like controlling, like doing distance from afar and controlling like the overall scope of a battlefield. The idea of using traps is fun, but every time I played classes that do that, like in Dragon Age Inquisition, you could play a rogue and you had the option of using traps. I never did. I just never did. It seemed clunky and never really like useful enough to merit using more than occasionally. So it might be more fitting for me to play a magic user. And then I also really like the intuition. It talked about how intuition unlocks special conversation points you can make, and I think that that's something that's going to be important to me. And I'll get annoyed if I can see something I could answer that I want to answer but can't because I don't have intuition. So magic it is. And it recommended we focus in science and intuition just because they fit us really well. Okay, do I want to create this character? Yes.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face.
Oh, yes.
That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth.
The lip syncing is a little off, but I can
Your
forget it.
particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've
Yes,
nearly
sir.
finished.
Oh man, I got teeth that look alike. I
Have you
need
any
new
more need
braces,
of
sir.
me, Master?
You haven't
Oh, no, he
forgotten that
doesn't.
we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without
Heck.
wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Okay, so already said being sent
I
on
beg your
business.
pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
All right, here we go. Now, I was going to say, I think the lip syncing might be because I think the developer is actually French. So maybe it's actually lip synced for French, and they just didn't take the time to really, like, overhaul it. And I can totally get that. Like I said, this is a smaller development team. The game looks pretty darn good. All right, so let's see if I can get some... Nope, that's that. And let's see. All right, here we go. So I got some items. I wanted to see if there's anything I can switch out or put on, or it looks like it already gave it all to me. Ooh, talent tree. Equipment. Okay. So I wear a ring. That's what lets me sling my magic, sounds like. Map. Quest book. Journal. I don't know if there's anything you want me to make sure I spend. Congregation of the Merchants. Oh, relationship. Interesting. So the Congregation of the Merchants, they like me. But the Bridge Alliance, Thelem, Coinguard, Knots, and Natives, whatever all those things are, they aren't a big fan so far. That's kind of cool. So I wonder if like we actually join factions and stuff and like actually have to fight against have them fight against each other. All right, seeing a little bit of tearing. Of course, that could just be my computer being
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
a little sluggish with this, but hopefully it doesn't look too bad on your end.
Hey! Green blood!
Did I just catch magic?
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
I kind of like how I'm
so?
holding a sword, but not.
Well, let's see.
It'd be a lot
Fight
more
with honor.
convincing if I was anything but a magic user. Okay, so how do I do this? easy. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, how do I defend myself? Dodge. Oh, that did not work. Yeah. Alright, I already like the combat. Really good so far. Very fluid.
One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Absolutely. Just go through the basics.
I would be up for that. A little last-minute training couldn't hurt.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Alright, alright.
It
I'm glad I
appears
did
we've
that
brushed
training.
up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by
departure.
with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Show him how happy you are that he's coming along, or complain about the shadow of being shadowed by a bodyguard. Interesting. So it's like, I mean, he obviously is keeping an eye out for our well-being, but it also is like probably kind of annoying. I don't know, I think it's fine.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
I'm not going to be able to do these names.
So the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Meet Kurt in front of the palace. Alright, should be pretty easy, especially because there looks like a big door over here. Marching. Hello, soldier. Who are you? Okay, Plague Doctor. That doesn't sound like it's a good idea to go outside. Let's just stay inside forever.
What is this? Have you not been told to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
What on earth is wrong with her?
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice.
Yes, I'm happy too, but you're not contagious, right?
You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so.
That's really sad.
Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Looks like, so maybe
Even
that's
if
what
I
it
were
is.
to
I'm
find it, I would
infected
never
too.
be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
I'm getting some good, like,
What is it?
Dishonored vibes.
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All
Dang.
my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
That thing looks crazy terrible. Ugh. Man, can you imagine something like that? Like a plague happened today? Like, we have modern medicine, but like, ugh. It really isn't a good safeguard. So I've got some kind of crest. Oh, I'm wearing a hat, and the hat is awesome. Alright, so you can run in a faster using sprint. Ah! Oh, the camera bob. Oh, the camera bobbing. It's gonna make me seasick. What's up, dude?
Good. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the
I
transporter
guess you probably
doesn't
couldn't
want
see
to
that.
deliver.
It automatically
I did all I
erases the
could to
cursor most of the
persuade.
time.
Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Alright, parading down to, ooh, gosh. So we went right to the slums, huh? Of course, if we're having a plague, the whole city's probably slum. Oh, yeah, we're having a plague. It's nice to know that we're, you know, we're playing hide and seek, and we're finding everybody who's coughing. And sir, you probably shouldn't be doing that just in the oh gosh. How are we not? There's literally just blood. Oh gosh. Yeah, no wonder we're leaving. I'd be getting out here. I'd be like, get on the boat. Yeah, stay away, stay away. I'm sorry, Prince coming through. I don't want to. Oh my gosh. You discovered the Prince's palace. Great. It's on fire. I'm sure he's fine.
I have been told that you were named Legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself.
Legate.
But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas,
desperate.
yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I think there's more to this story. I'm guessing, like, if I were being fair, if he's part of this alchemist crew, maybe this guy has... What if he has something good and it's just threatening to undercut their business? Alright, let's get out of here.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sardet.
Alright, we learned a lot about the political climate. Pretty dull stuff, but at the same time, necessary. Oh, I can't go... Like, I'm a mighty warrior who cannot defeat a chain. But I suppose that's fine. Oh, I thought I'd say, like, oh, it looks bright out here. Nope. It's just dreary and terrible. Alright,
Good day, good sir.
Aww.
How might I be of service?
He's got...
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
Oh, so he can't
They're
see.
asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
That's true.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an
contract.
agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Let's see.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're
Sure.
demanding
It
a
really
second
doesn't look
payment,
good.
but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Alright, so charisma, we threaten threaten a prison sentence. Intuition, offer a bribe. Threaten him or leave. Now the point of insight, I'm guessing that's what gives me the offering for like giving him a bribe. And there's a 50% chance that he won't like a threat. So I think we can offer him a bribe. We can go, look, alright, we'll give you a little extra if you make this contract work.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without raising a brow. Life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps we could help you take the weight off your feet.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone.
Oh, I like
What if
this.
the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of them face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring with it.
Oh. All right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Yeah, totally good and wholesome way to solve that problem. Oh, hello. Hey, be careful. I couldn't see that attack coming in. Oh, fish. Wait, okay, how do I drink a potion? How do I drink a potion?
About to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
There we go. Sheesh. That was terrible. Oh, that was awful. I'm so bad at this. Anyway, totally gonna handle myself. Totally just absolutely whipped them. Didn't have to use a cheat of any kind whatsoever. No, not at all. So, that's a workbench, but I don't know, I can't use that.
Citizens, I present
Oh my gosh, look at that guy's face.
Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Everything, huh?
Toothache,
Snake oil.
stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that.
Now, see, sounds far-fetched, but I didn't drink a potion that, like,
This
cured bullet
little
wounds, so
phial
it really,
is
not
the
that,
product of years
not that
of
far off.
research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor.
Ooh, the Malicor.
Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life.
Not a bad pitch, honestly.
Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then
Oh,
don't throw
clever
away this
spin.
chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is.
Scarcity,
He's our man. no
need.
doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him? I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Demonstration, if he's a charlatan, he'll be able to provide one. That's almost like a sign. Let's ask about the side effects.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
That just doesn't sound like medicine.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Of course, if it was just
Come
juice.
on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
Blindness
need
because we
to steal
saw.
one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Cart. Where would that be? Oh, there's like literally a body just. Oh, man. So it's saying. Oh, I see. So it's around the corner. That's what I gotta do. Super sneaky time. I'm not sneaky at all. Oh, hello, rats. Sneaky. Pages cover small, illegible handwriting. Experiment results, patient observations, incomprehensible symbols, but the complexity of some of the recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Oh, maybe it's real. Got the antidote. Ow, what? Oh, I forgot.
Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Curse scuffle. Now, quickly, stealth. No one heard that, no one knows.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Sure.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief.
He's playing the game well.
You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, I...
Oh, I got him now!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Now we get to find his room.
He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Looks like we don't need to talk to you. Oh, what is that? Oh, did I just steal the tip? Oh, I'm such a jerk. I'm a prince. I don't need to take that. Don't all get up at my account. It's like everyone stood up for the tables at the same time. Oh my gosh, look at this room. What? What? It's just piles of pillows. And there's a bed over here, but there's pillows everywhere. This is the orgy room, isn't it? It's the orgy room. I didn't see anything. Nope. You all have a fine day. I'm sorry, but go about your business, just quietly. Thump, thump, thump. I'm behind you!
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance.
Doesn't
And
mean you
here
can do
I
this.
am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
Oh,
You don't
fair
understand.
point.
I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
Wait a minute.
So
Does
you
that mean it has
manipulate
it
people to
in
use as
it?
experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
Yeah,
I
fetch,
don't have
man.
a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
Well,
If
let
this
them
potion were
choose.
inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Doesn't sound like it's without risk.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough.
He literally
to
just
oppose
admitted, like, oh yeah, if you
certain
drink enough of this, it literally creates a
to
violent
criticize
reaction.
their
But it's okay, it's
methodology.
fine.
I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It
I
is
don't
for an
know,
act
man.
of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist.
So
I
do you have
understand if you
proof
don't
of
believe
this?
me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Can I see
Your
those
methods don't
documents?
seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Seriously, rest him. Like, here's the thing. Like, I can kind of understand. If his story is true, then I have sympathy for you. But you can't just do this kind of stuff. Like, you're gonna really hurt people. What if someone was allergic to it? It's not how you do research. And I don't know how research, like, works in this. But seriously, like, fooling people to work for your experiments is just so wrong on so many levels. I don't think it's like safe to just let him continue on. If he has credible research, if he has credentials, and if they're meaning anything, he can defend himself and prove it in a courtroom in front of whoever the judge is, probably like a lord or somebody. But if he can't stand up to what his own testimony is, and he can't find any proof for it, then letting him go just means he's gonna go hurt other people.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
I don't know, man. Feels pretty freaking just to me. Dude, you get sick, man.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going.
I certainly
Goodbye,
hope he
Excellency.
wasn't like
Goodbye,
if he's
Lord
telling the
de
truth, I do feel bad, but like that's the thing. It's like he could just be saying it. If he had his documents and I saw him, maybe I would trust him. But like he gave me no reason to trust him. Guys, now we're gonna go. You're gonna go to the store. You're all gonna break the law, but it's part of a deal so that we don't have to spend oodles of money to get a bunch of weapons that we paid for already. So we'll pay a little bit of money to the sleaze bag to make sure he stays on our side.
Sir de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Decided.
Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Yes.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tir-Fredi as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Fair point.
If he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Nice. It's nice to know that the guard is just as honest as the merchant we are dealing with. Lots and lots of grays in this game so far. And on the darker side of gray as well. Oh, hang on, real quick. To the next continent. Oh, hello, hello. That one saw, so it's okay. I'm the prince, it's all mine, technically.
Lively there, lads and lasses!
Ooh,
I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Are you serious?
There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Oh no, man.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Potato, potato,
Apologies.
tomato.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
This seems like the
We're
main
short
quest.
a crew member. The cabin boy is missing.
Ah.
But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
That
Is
actually
he
was
an
standard
important
practice back
member
in
of
the
the
day.
crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Let me see. Let's ask about. What are the
Can
knots?
you tell me a little about your guild?
Okay.
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you
That sounds
become
cool.
a guild?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Interesting. So that kind of works to the calling people who feel like the call. Alright, let's see. Help with the
I have a
merchandise.
favor to ask before we leave.
I'm Orlez.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
What's he gonna
Captain,
do? Follow
I
you?
understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I feel like it's not that
I doubt
imperative.
it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tir-Fredee. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
But don't tell the guy right in front of us what we're doing in a very specifically loud voice, right? Good grease. Okay, cabin boy. When was the last
When
scene?
did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Fair point. Where's close friends?
This Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
Lara.
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
You
then
haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't
remember
heard
that room I
else.
found a little bit ago?
Isn't
Guessing
the
it's going to be a
safest
part of
place in the
this.
city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
All right, let's go.
Be back soon, Captain.
First, let's find ourselves a... Okay, so this is side quest. Nope, fetch. This is side quest. So the Great Departure, notify the ambassador and discover where Constantine is. We're going to focus first on the coin merchant and then the disappearance of the cabin boy. Let's get all our bows in a row before we set sail for the new land. Okay, zones controlled by other factions. This zone's under control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden to you. A costume of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if guard spots you, this will result in a violent response and damage your reputation with the faction. Interesting. So how would I get access to something like that?
Noticed.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Okay, now can anyone up here, is there anyone up here? Just see, oh, there is. Okay, we're gonna sneak this way then, in case they come around that corner. Okay, that was Kurt, not me. Oh, here we go, here we go. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Now we switch. I like this already. I like the idea of like dressing up like them. Yeah, and there's the faction symbol right there. So I can do that. And then, was there a hat too? No, there's gloves. Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Ooh, there's key to the jail cell. Fascinating. Alright, so I messed with the log. I could keep looking around, I suppose.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These settlers rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Okay, so that was another option. I could have, like, poisoned them, but I was a lot more efficient at that than I needed to be. And so I didn't have to worry about it. I was just decently sneaky by not having any stealth at all. I like that.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
I'm thinking I can talk my way through it because obviously I don't have science, so there's got to be other solutions, or else I'm just screwed.
What will be your official title on Tier Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Alright, so
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally!
Nice!
We were starting to grow moss.
Oh.
Courage, me hearties. The path is clear.
Oh,
we should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
I figured it out. I just needed to be in disguise and just be confident. Oh, thank goodness. So, resistance poison? Yeah. Okay, so, but definitely, FYI, get science. Because science looks like it has lots of fun things to do. There he is.
Well now, can we get going?
Yes,
the way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Much, yes. So, Coin Guard, we got better reputation. And we have to free Constantine. I'm probably gonna have to persuade them too, unfortunately, but that's okay. All your base are belong to us. Yeah, this guy.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We will complain of
it. We
can
guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster.
Of course.
He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you
We're
a safe
literally
and
smuggling
pleasant
stuff on
voyage,
our
Your Excellency.
own charted ship.
Kurt, good luck.
How on earth? Like, it kind of doesn't make sense. It's like, it's our boat! I guess I can see, like, there's got to be the red tape that's involved in all that, but still, like, oh, by the way, can I comment on the fact that, like, no loading screens? It's kind of awesome.
If you had any idea who I am...
Uh-oh.
Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful.
That's what the thing was. It was about capturing that person.
Blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
I'd like that too, if we can manage it. So level 1 science and alchemical preparation to destroy.
It's not possible just now.
So I probably could do that. And alchemical preparation of elemental damage. And I'm guessing... Okay. So I need to make something that does alchemical... and a preparation for alchemical damage. So another potion I need to try and make. Gotta try and figure this out. I want to do it right. I'd like to get in there and not just bribe my way through. It'd be kind of fun to like do a big escapade. Oh, okay, so that's... Well, I'd love to be sneaky, man, and come get you, but don't think it's written in the stars. I'll save real quick, just to make sure we're fine, but I think I'm just gonna have to talk him out. Okay, so that's stealth.
We should have gotten rid of him. Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a no.
Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
Offer the liberation. Or order the liberation or attempt negotiation.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it would seem that he is in this building.
That very well could be. We have had a guest since yesterday. A regular ladies' man in golden stitches.
Oh,
that would fit the bill. I have no idea how he earned such a kind invitation, but...
Being born into silk sheets doesn't give him the right to insult his fellow man, or to show disrespect.
We know this sort only too well. Used to everyone doing whatever he says. But they're always a lot friendlier having learned their little lesson. Isn't that right, Chief?
Oh, that's right. But lessons have a price. So, if you want your drunkard back...
Intuition? Say that Constantine is the prince's son. Yeah, scare him. Negotiate a ransom for 50 gold. Or order liberation. I think intuition will finally serve us and save the day.
That drunkard is the only son of Prince d'Orsay. I'm sure you know the punishment reserved for those who slight his majesty.
Shit! Absolutely right, Chief. He's definitely rich and certainly a noble.
Oh, too much.
Trap, imbecile. You want to get us drawn and quartered? Listen, we didn't know who we were dealing with. We never would have given offense to the prince.
That's what I had assumed.
Here, take the key to his cell and give our respects to his highness.
I like this. This is almost better than blowing a hole in the basement. But blowing the hole in the basement would have seemed pretty fun all the same. Alright, Constantine, where are you? Are they gonna try and attack us? I'm guessing not. We should be able to just walk right in. Let's see. Upstairs. So I probably would have come in down there and could have just snuck past everybody, really. Ooh, there's flashies. There we go. Up the stairs. We get up and up the stairs. Drunkenly up the stairs. Oh, where shall our little friendly cousin be? Ooh, what is this? Oh, there's the key. Nice. So that's like, I'm guessing I have 2 keys because I think he gave us a key.
Well, this has been monumentous,
All right,
gentlemen,
let's take a look at our friendly cousin
I have
here.
more important things.
Oh my gosh, look at his hair.
An island to govern,
Oh,
treaties
no.
to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
I can see that kind of being his viewpoint, but at the same time, you don't give like a really like tactically important
Do me a courtesy, good cousin.
place.
Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
Sorry, Constantine, but we drove a hard bargain to get you out of their grasp. I don't intend to...
Bargain? Don't tell me that you paid them a ransom.
No.
Oh well. What is done is done. A mighty vessel awaits us. And a tremendous adventure.
Anyway, I was saying, like, it's obviously a really important territory. Like, maybe he is kind of like, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, not double-edged sword, it's a win-win where, like, he's like, yeah, you don't have to be around to annoy me. But also, he must have some competence. You wouldn't take such an important territory and just give it over to him. Unless he knows there's going to be a lot of trouble there and he might die. Maybe it's an attempt to assassinate his son without looking bad. But I don't know. That's pretty extreme to just like assume that a whole territory is gonna go absentee and just be done. Like, you wouldn't, like, especially because it's too important. And like, imagine what would happen to these people and just how they're feeling if they found out, oh yeah, that island where we might be able to find a cure. Yeah, it turns out we're not gonna be able to take care of that in any way. Now let us see if I can find the cabin boy. I think that's the last of the side quests. I think, oh, in the quartermaster in the new place. Alright, let's find this cabin boy. I read recently that they think that there might be like a live-action Treasure Planet, which makes me very happy. Before we go into there, let's talk to this dude. I think there's a second dude in there, but I'd rather make sure we talk to this person first. Because I'm gonna loot all your boxes. What's up, man? What are you doing here?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Oh, fetch.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Fascinating.
Maybe.
Definitely a lot of odd stuff
sure
going
he wasn't
on
his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
And what do
Were
you
you
know?
a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when
maybe
we
a
left,
slumlord.
him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Oh, sure,
Did you
you
report this to
had
the
all your
captain?
faculties, but you couldn't stand up
Unfortunately
straight.
I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Alright.
Thank you, Lara.
I think that's a good
I
amount.
need to be going.
Something to go on, at least. But I'm afraid we're going to have to end it here for today, so I think we're just going to have to spend a little bit of time wandering around in the slums before we take off. I kind of anticipated that we'd take off to the new world by now, but it looks like I have a little more to do. But that's alright. I think it's going to be fun anyway. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think in the comments section, especially with the idea of playing not visual novels. Granted, visual novels are always going to be a big part of my channel. And for some reason, if you're here and you're new to the channel and you haven't ever seen my stuff before, visual novels are highly story-based content. I've got a ton of them on the channel. I highly recommend them. If you need a good place to start, like if you're like, what the heck is a visual novel? Or like, I've never seen one before and I'm curious, I'd recommend starting with something like Steins Gate. It's really approachable. It has an art form, of course, and it's not a typical video game, but it's some of the best story crafting and characters you'll ever see. This game definitely has a lot of interesting insights to it, and the gameplay is pretty fun. However, I can already kind of feel like I'm missing the visual novel level of depth and just intensity, but I'm sure that'll come later on. Like I said, It's a little sad that our first episode is going to be ending here, not on our new trip, but there was just so much content to cover, and I don't want to drag it on too much longer. So, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, you are the best part of this channel. I am so happy to have you here, so I hope that you stick around and that I can give you stuff to keeps you coming back. So, until the next video you're watching me, or happy to see me next. I'll see you there.